In the world of web development, the anchor tag reigns supreme as the gateway to interconnectedness. This fundamental HTML element empowers us to weave intricate webs of information, seamlessly guiding users through digital landscapes. Imagine a world without links, a static collection of pages, isolated and inaccessible. It's the anchor tag that breathes life into the internet, transforming it into the dynamic, interconnected marvel we know and love. At its core, the anchor tag serves a singular yet profound purpose: to create hyperlinks. These hyperlinks act as portals, allowing users to effortlessly navigate between different pages, sections within a page, or even external resources like documents and images. With a simple click, the anchor tag transports users across the vast expanse of the internet, making information readily accessible and fostering a seamless browsing experience. The beauty of the anchor tag lies in its simplicity. Its basic syntax is remarkably straightforward, even for those new to HTML. By wrapping text or an image within an opening tag and a closing tag, we create a clickable link, instantly transforming ordinary content into an interactive element. This simplicity, however, belies the immense power and versatility that the anchor tag holds. In the upcoming sections, we'll delve deeper into the intricacies of the anchor tag, exploring its various attributes, use cases, and even potential security concerns. By the end of this comprehensive guide, you'll be well equipped to harness the full potential of the anchor tag, creating engaging and user-friendly web experiences. To create a basic link using an anchor tag, we need to understand its fundamental structure. An anchor tag consists of an opening tag and a closing tag. The magic happens within these tags. Between the opening and closing tags, we place the content that will be displayed as the clickable link. This can be text, an image, or even a combination of both. For example, if we want to create a link that says "Visit example website," the code would look like this: "Visit example website." While this code creates a visual link, it doesn't yet point to an actual destination. To make the link functional, we need to introduce the href attribute. The href attribute, short for hypertext reference, specifies the URL or uniform resource locator of the page or resource we want to link to. Let's say we want to link our text to https://www.example.com. We would add the href attribute within the opening tag, like so: "Visit example website." Now, when a user clicks on the "Visit example website" link, their browser will take them directly to the specified URL. This simple combination of an anchor tag and the href attribute forms the foundation of all hyperlinks on the web. In the previous section, we learned how to create a basic link using the anchor tag and the href attribute. We saw how to link to an external website using its full URL. This is the most common use case for anchor tags, allowing us to connect our website to other resources on the internet. When linking to external pages, it's essential to provide the complete URL, including the protocol, either https:// or htt//, and the domain name. For instance, to link to the Google homepage, the href attribute should be "Go to Google." It's good practice to use HTTPS whenever possible, as it encrypts the connection between the user's browser and the website, enhancing security. Most modern websites now use HTTPS by default. Remember that when linking to external pages, you are directing users away from your website. It's important to consider the user experience and ensure that external links open in a new tab or window, allowing users to easily return to your site after exploring the linked content. We'll discuss how to achieve this using the target attribute in a later section. Section 4. Navigating within a page. Besides linking to external websites, anchor tags also excel at creating smooth navigation within a single web page. This is especially useful for long pages with lots of content, allowing users to jump directly to specific sections without endless scrolling. To link to a specific section within the same page, we use a slightly different approach. Instead of a full URL, the href attribute points to an anchor within the page, identified by its ID attribute. First, we need to assign a unique ID to the target section we want to link to. For example, if we have a section about the history of the internet, we might give it the ID history HTML. This section delves into the fascinating history. Next, we create our anchor tag and set the href attribute to hash history, which represents the ID of the target section, preceded by a hash symbol, hash HTML. Now, clicking on the Jump to History section link will smoothly scroll the user's browser to the section marked with the ID history. This method allows us to create internal page navigation, enhancing user experience by making it effortless to find specific information. Section 5. Absolute versus relative URLs. When working with anchor tags, it's crucial to understand the distinction between absolute and relative URLs. This understanding is fundamental for creating robust and adaptable links within your website. An absolute URL provides the complete address of a web page or resource, including the protocol https:// or http://, the domain name and the path to the specific file. For example, https://www.example.com/about.html is an absolute URL, pointing directly to the about.html file within the example.com domain. Relative URLs, on the other hand, provide a shortened path to a resource based on the current page's location. For instance, if we're on the page https://www.example.com/blog/ and want to link to https://www.example.com/blog/post1.html, the relative URL would simply be post1.html. The choice between absolute and relative URLs depends on the context and your linking needs. Absolute URLs are ideal for linking to external websites or resources on different domains. They provide the complete address, ensuring that the link always points to the intended destination, regardless of the user's location. Relative URLs are particularly useful for linking within the same website, especially when dealing with multiple pages and subdirectories. They offer several advantages, including shorter and more readable links. Relative URLs are generally shorter than their absolute counterparts, making them easier to read and manage within your HTML code. Website portability. If you decide to move your website to a different domain or hosting environment, relative URLs will continue to work as long as the file structure remains the same. Improved website maintenance. If you need to change the domain name or directory structure of your website, using relative URLs minimizes the number of links you need to update. By understanding the strengths and limitations of absolute and relative URLs, you can make informed decisions about which type to use for different linking scenarios, ensuring that your website's navigation remains seamless and efficient. Section 6. Useful anchor tag attributes. While the href attribute forms the backbone of the anchor tag, several other attributes can enhance its functionality and tailor its behavior to specific needs. Let's explore some of the most commonly used anchor tag attributes. 1. Target. The target attribute controls where the linked content will open when clicked. By default, links open in the same window or tab, replacing the current page. However, we can modify this behavior using the following values. _blank opens the linked content in a new tab or window, preserving the current page. This is especially useful for external links, allowing users to easily return to your site after exploring the linked content. _self opens the linked content in the same window or tab, which is the default behavior. _parent opens the linked content in the parent frame set. This is relevant when working with frames, a feature less common in modern web development. _top opens the linked content in the full body of the window, removing any frames. The rel attribute defines the relationship between the current page and the linked page. One of its most important uses is for security purposes, particularly when linking to external websites. Noopener, when using target =_blank to open a link in a new tab, adding rel =. Noopener prevents the newly opened tab from accessing the original page's window object. This mitigates a security vulnerability known as reverse tab nabbing, which we'll discuss in detail later. Follow tells search engines that the link should not influence the ranking of the linked page. This is often used for links in comments sections or forums where you might not want to endorse the linked content. 1. Download The download attribute instructs the browser to download the linked file instead of navigating to it. This is particularly handy for providing downloadable resources like PDFs, images, or other file types. You can optionally specify a file name for the downloaded file by including a value within the download attribute. For example, HTML. By mastering these additional anchor tag attributes, you can unlock a wider range of functionality, creating a more interactive and user-friendly browsing experience. Remember to choose attribute values carefully, considering their impact on security, user experience, and search engine optimization, SEO. Section 7, Special Link, types email and phone. Beyond linking to web pages and files, anchor tags can also initiate other actions, such as composing an email or making a phone call. This is achieved by using specific protocols in the href attribute. 1. Email links. To create an email link, we use the mail to protocol followed by the recipient's email address. For example, HTML. Clicking this link will open the user's default email client with a new email address to info@example.com. We can further customize the email by adding optional parameters to the href attribute. The subject sets the email subject. For example, subject equal sign website inquiry. Body adds pre-filled text to the email body. For example, body equal sign hi, I have a question about your website. CC adds CC recipients to the email. For example, CC equal sign someone at example.com. BCC adds BCC recipients to the email. For example, BCC equal sign another at example.com. Multiple parameters can be combined using the ampersand and symbol. For example, HTML1. Phone links. To create a clickable phone link, we use the TEL protocol followed by the phone number. For example, HTML on devices with calling capabilities, such as smartphones, clicking this link will initiate a phone call to the specified number. Remember that email and phone links may not function as intended on all devices or browsers. It's essential to test your links thoroughly and provide alternative contact methods for users who may not be able to utilize these features.